And welcome to Week Roundup. We're up to Division 1 finals, and welcome to Luke.
G'day, Darcy. How are you, mate?
Good. We'll go straight to the game that you called there at Payneham Oval, and tell us what went on.
Yeah, good, really good game of footy. Payneham, it was, we'll tell our viewers that the score was Payneham 13-19-97 defeated Port Districts 11-3-69. Payneham with 2 points down at quarter time. Inaccurate in front of goals in the first quarter, as they were the whole of the game. And
But down at half time as well.
yeah, they're down at half time. It was inaccurate kicking. At half time it was 3-9 to 5-2. They really could have probably been 3 or 4 goals in front, hit the post, and these weren't rush behinds. They were actually missing some serious shots at goal from 30-35 yards out. Should have been in front. The third quarter, Payneham, they just got away a little bit there. They kicked 3 goals, 6 in that third quarter.
Again, inaccurate kicking.
Yeah, but they held that 19-point lead at 3/4 time, and then in the last quarter, they really ran away with the game. What did they kick? They kicked 7 goals.
Yeah.
7 goals, 4. Districts played good footy too. The game opened up. What happened was that the game was played between the 2 halfbacks, and Dylan Orcello for Payneham was mopping up everything in defence. He was brilliant. And Nick Hales for Port Districts was absolutely sensational in their back half. So the ball was going between halfback.
Yeah. And
I actually called it. I said that Jeremy Clayton's going to probably have to roll Hales forward for them to win the game. And he did. And Hales and Orcello stood each other. And a great clash, but they were 2 outstanding players on the day.
Unfortunately, Port Districts didn't even score in that third quarter, which wouldn't help their cause for hard to get back in that last quarter. As you said, they kicked Payneham 7 goals, although Port District kicked 6 goals. It was all over by that stage anyway. So
yeah.
But, and goal scorers for Payneham.
Yeah, and here's one though. I mean, it was his first game for the season, first game in the A grade for the year. After I think he had 4 or 5 back in the Bs. Tommy Langford been out for about 18 months with I think it was a knee, and he was really struggling for form in that first 3 quarters, and then whatever happened at 3/4 time, I don't know, but he just clicked into gear in that final quarter. He found his feet again, and he kicked 3 goals all in the last quarter, so he was really good, and that gives a real extra dimension to Macca's forward line, because Paul Lowe kicked 2, Allegio kicked 2, Strato Agarastas kicked 2, Nick Jolly kicked 1, Pinchy Donahue 1, Brett Ansell 1, and Liam Davis 1. So if you have a look, Jolly and Davis kick a lot of their goals, only got 1 each.
Was Jolly playing up the ground a bit that he usually
he had
or a ruck?
No, he was up 40. No, he had a little bit of a run in the ruck. Jay Hansen was in the ruck, played a good game, was the dominating ruckman on the oval. But their forward line functioned well in terms of possession, but not in terms of the goals. So I reckon Davis and Jolly might have kicked 1-4 and 1-5 for the day. But the 2 Agarastas boys, they played pretty well. Strato played well, he was up and about. Athanasi was up and about. Lowe was up and about. Jonathan Giannini running through there. Leggio running through there. I said in the call that I thought that other than winning, Langford coming back just adds an extra dimension to their forward line. And
you go into the finals as well, so now they didn't have a double chance, so they're now obviously playing, which we'll go through in a minute.
Well, now they've got the 3 tools up there. Yeah. They've got Davis, Jolly, and Langford, and they've got the 2 Agarastas lads and boys, and they've got and Paul Lowe. And he may be back from injury, I don't know, but Tyler Brimacombe didn't play last week, he was injured, so he might be back as well. So, gee, they look pretty good.
Look, and don't give away the Port. They made the 5, which is great, but unfortunately knocked out.
Port Districts played a really good season. A lot of injuries late in the year, it didn't help them.
Yep. So we've got Hales, Pocock, Gregg, McNamara and Broom in amongst the best players. So well done, they're probably their Mad Mondays we go talking.
Yeah, Hales was superb, so he was absolutely superb, yeah.
But so Payneham lived another day, and then we head off to the other ground, which is probably would have been the most exciting game to watch, I'm presuming. It was a
double overtime.
PAC took on Teach Gully, who We thought when they lost to Pam Norwood a few weeks back, we thought Teacher Gully probably all over. Two young side, inexperienced showed during that game we saw them.
Well, they would have beaten them by 10 goals that day, Prince Alfred.
Coming against PAC, who they have been a fantastic team all year. They've been one of the best teams all year.
Yeah.
I think, okay, well, I think we all picked PAC after watching Teacher Gully.
We only saw them play, 5-6 weeks ago, and you wouldn't have really rated Gully
Teacher Gully as well. That's right. They won quite convincingly out there, and that was out there as well. At
Peter was at Peter too.
Yep. Yeah. So double overtime. I've seen one overtime, but never double overtime.
I think the Division 4 game between Eastern Park and there was a game the other week and went to double overtime too. I think it was Division 4 game between Eastern Park and Moffat Park. Yeah.
So you apparently had a live call from David Crisanti, did you?
We had the last 30 seconds, and but we know there's a lot of injuries that happened on the day. I'm led to believe there might be a couple at Gullies, but certainly Prince Alfred didn't fare too well. I've heard there could be 4, 5 or 6 blokes that might not get up this week. Yes.
Yeah, going to be a tough game.
And also the fact that you've gone to double overtime, you've played 4 quarters of bruising, hard, contested footy.
In overtime again.
And into double overtime.
That's why they're moving on the quarter, 20 minutes of overtime.
Yeah, well, it is 20 minutes.
20 minutes overtime.
5 minutes each in and 20 minutes. So it's another quarter. A lot of running, and because both sides play at full ground press, so they're up and down, fair and over, vast expanses there.
Yeah.
And they're playing at Prospect this week.
So we go to Teacher Gully, Melville with 3, Tiggerman with 2, Spittle, Shonamaker and Persinos, and the best players was Penny, Melville, Cox, Sandico and Huggard. Just those best players come up every week.
Blake Penny's been good this year.
The games we've seen him being called, he's been brilliant. Melville again, all of them, like Melville, Cox, Sandico, Huggard, Tiggerman, Melville.
Sandico's been really good in the back half. Cox has been good. Huggard, you like the junkyard dog, isn't he, back there? And Trent Melville won the Division 1 goal kicking, kicked 3. Tiggerman's been playing in the back half and he pops up with 2. So obviously Justin Machado rolled him forward or played on ball or something. So.
But and for PAC, we've got Crawford 2, Gratz again, the brothers Castry and McNamara individual goal scorers there with Jolly, Brinsley, Gratz, the 2 Gratz boys again, and Dowwood and Wicks in amongst the best players. So
I see James Dowwood too. It's
a couple of brothers there as well. So, look, it's a tough game. So we're going to go into not well done. Gee whiz. We would never have thought Teacher Gully after seeing him a few weeks ago to go down to to beat PAC by the couple of points. So.
Well, this week they're going to travel out to Campbelltown and play the second semi-final against Ross Trevor, who would have been sitting back and watching and
absolutely
rubbing their hands with glee, watching as they hoping that go to another overtime. But there'd be some sore boys I would have thought at Gullies and PAC. Don't worry about that.
It's just an odd question. Why is one at Prospect, the other one's at home ground? So
sorry.
Well, PAC is at Prospect. That's a bit unusual for just a.
They couldn't play at at Theberton because of the Division 3 grand final, so they had to obviously get another ground.
Not PAC's home ground. You think out there at Park 9?
I don't know. I don't know, but I know they sell Coopers. I don't know if that's
well, could be.
They're Coopers, and also, would you want to be playing a final?
Not final at that Oval.
That Oval, their facilities are probably not the greatest. So.
But now we head out to the first game. Will be obviously Ross Trevor. They've been a top all year. A take on the winners against PAC last week, Teacher Gully at Campbelltown Oval. Look, I'm going to go. It's going to be a great game of footy. I'm still going to go for Ross Trevor. I think even though Teacher Gully beat PAC, I just think watching Teacher Gully, their inexperience may just catch up against a top side like Ross Trevor.
Yes. I think Ross Trevor will win.
Yeah.
But there we go. I thought last week
Prince Alfred
would. But I just think after a double overtime game, might be a couple of injuries there. Ross Trevor, they've got everything going in their favour, haven't they? They've had a week off, freshened up.
Would have done a bit of training Saturday morning just to get their eye in and just
home ground.
Watch the game.
I think anyone else other than probably a Gully supporter is probably going to think that Ross Trevor would win. Ross Trevor also outstanding throughout the season too. So, I'm taking Ross Trevor. I think they'll beat Gullies.
And then the first semi.
That's a Prospect, yeah.
Prospect. So PAC are taking on Payne Norwood Union. Now, I think last week's game throws a bit of throws it up in the air because, as you said, a lot of injuries to PAC. I heard that there's a couple of one player, Wicks, is not available this week, or hasn't been available for a couple of weeks now. So he was one of their better players, gone overseas. So look, I'm going for with this upset. I think Payne Norwood Union for me.
Surprising you're going to say that because I'm actually going to go the same way. I thought Prince Alfred would play Ross Trevor. Now, if you asked me this time last week who's playing the grand final, I probably would have said Ross Trevor and PAC.
Yep.
Best two sides I've seen. But then, you know, you go to a game of double overtime, you lose 6 blokes with injury,
yep.
and you're playing against a buoyant Payne who have got all their players back, no injuries, and could even get Rimacombe back, and Langford coming back into form. That opens a different. It's just a different week. They say a week's a long time in footy. God, it's.
So I think PAC are out in straight sets for me. I don't like this old school, so I don't want to see that. But I think just after the hard slog they did last week in the over extra time, Payne Norwood Union did it quite well last week, and I think watching them against Teacher Gate a few weeks back as well when we live called it, I reckon Payne Norwood for me.
Yeah, well, you know, just on Saturday, Payne they were showered and having a few ales or a few soft drinks and whatever, and the game was still going on at that minute. So obviously they're not going to be as tired. You know, obviously these days sides like Prince Alfred and all the A1 sides, you can have ice baths and ways to recover and recoup, and you know you're not going to get flogged on the track or anything like that. So, but still, I'm taking Payne this one.
So good luck to all 4 sides this week. So and we'll see you next week with the results.
See you later.